Okay, Guardian Martial Arts Studio, United States Hapkido Federation. Today, looking at the other fun jab, cross, hook, just working, again, some different movements and concepts. So one way I usually build this drill up for students is we start out jab for jabs. If we're here, set up, he's gonna jab at me, and I'm gonna step and move to where my head is where he wants to make sure his fist is occupying that space, and I make sure I move, because a lot of people can do this drill going back and forth at range, and we're not really training punch defense, we're training blocking a punch. So let's train dealing with a jab coming into the nose. So he comes in, I have to move. I make sure they move, so I'm doing that kind of stepping work. I'm working my offense, he's working his offense, and we can change the loop of how long that takes, where it could be like as soon as I counter, I'm like trying to counter shot him, he can work on his reactions, things like that. Then we go jab cross. So that's one where he goes in, jab cross, 1, 2, and I'm working on that quartering. We've covered this in previous videos, just getting that quarter, and it can be 1, 2, 3, you know, working knees or working kicks or all sorts of other fun things. Then we do jab cross hook. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Here's where I like to kind of make sure we're kind of breaking in more. So with this, first one's covering a frame here, other one is just a nice tight cover, and I kind of step into a bit. From here, I usually like to grab elbow and clamp down. From here I can feed elbows, or I can feed you know, more other things like the hammer fist down to the head. I can work throws if I need to. If we move this way, we're going to do the jab cross hook again. Again, I'm going kind of back, off, in. So this one I'm actually kind of putting the elbow into the bicep. This is framing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work a clamp here, and I'm going to go to a Soto Otoshi from Judo, but a little different attachment. I still have this overhand sleeve attachment or elbow attachment. This is going to come over like it's going to kind of elbow up and down to his third leg he doesn't have. This leg's going to come up and straight down and pop that leg out. So just kind of showing different than the big reap. I'm getting, if I show from this side, I'm just kind of getting up, and if I haven't, well, I can step the other way. If I get you up and kind of go from the kind of back of the shin to here, see how it kind of pops the leg. When I have this off balance and whatnot, if you were to go jab cross cover this side, so 1, 2, 3, I'm here. I can give a nice softening in the leg there. I'm keeping my head kind of tucked and tight here to protect against that other hand. And then I'm just going to work this off here. I can follow that down to the ground, work to, you know, tie-ups here where I'm keeping my shins close to, or thighs close to here, where I can work and him not turning out, hanging on that, he taps. I can also work kind of face, keeping the armbar tight. Let's talk and keep this, you know, easier. I can always transition to knee on belly, other things like that. But that's getting into ground control, that's another video. But basically the main thing is working, just getting nice, stepping off, nice tight blocking, not overdoing it. Stepping off, same thing, tight blocking. Your footwork's your main transit system, blocks the insurance. Getting that tight cover and using a frame so that way I'm protecting my head, minimizing his targets and options for those kind of 1, 2, 3s. And then some sort of grappling or close quarter striking for getting out or taking down. So just working some things off the jab cross hook, drilling back and forth, try it out.